Oh, the GAN 12 has a problem. No, it's not the price. It's not the instructions. You can just read the Chinese. The problem is this. And other cubes usually just don't have this. Obviously, you need that first snap to do the corner cut, but after that's done, then there's no other catch that happens. And here is another cube that doesn't catch. Here is the GAN 11M Pro. It still has the problem, 1, 2. But for some reason, it's a bit better on this cube. It's harder to replicate the problem, even though the problem still exists, and I don't think I really noticed it back when I only had this cube. And if I go ahead into random turns, it doesn't really show up. So maybe I can move the pieces from here into the GAN 12. This was suggested to me in my GAN 12 review when I talked about how the pieces were doing this, and the 11M Pro is not known for doing this, so it's at least worth giving this a shot. Now, why should I even attempt this? Well, it's because the GAN 12 has a really cool technology, which is that the pieces can just align because of how strong the corner-to-core magnets are. The GAN 11M Pro was the first cube to have corner-to-core magnets, but because of the different design, it does not align itself. You can see from the piece design that the pieces are almost identical besides the corner-to-core magnet, which is a lot bigger in the 12. So let's go ahead and take both cubes apart. Oh no, I've mixed them together. This was a big mistake. This is the GAN 12 core with short core magnets and long corner magnets. And if I turn it about this much, you can see that the corner-to-core magnets are almost still overlapping. Then there's a strong force that snaps it right back into place. For the GAN 11, there are long core magnets and short corner magnets. And when I move it out to about the same distance, then the corner-to-core magnets are not overlapping at all. So it doesn't have that strong force that pulls it together. I'm gonna take the GAN 12 corners and remove all of their corner magnets. We have a GAN 11 corner and a GAN 12 corner magnet. Let's see if they fit. Perfect. By the way, I'm taking a risk here, and if none of this works and the cube I make just sucks, then this footage will never see the light of day. Wish me luck. Well, I guess if you're seeing this video, you know the result. Alright, we have our upgraded GAN 11 pieces. It looks like the design was basically identical for the corners of both cubes, because this still looks like it's a perfect fit. Yeah, so I'm now putting GAN 11 pieces with the GAN 12 corner magnets onto the GAN 12 core. Alright, let's test it out. This is weird. Oh wow, okay. It still pretty much does what you expect a GAN 12 to do. That is almost 45 degrees, wow. Let's see if there are still catches. Yeah, it's still kind of there, although they feel more like the GAN 11 catches, but we'll have to see in the actual turns because it's kind of a small difference when testing. Besides the magnets feeling weird, I don't feel like it's having the same sort of catching as on the 12. Wow, did I just fix the GAN 12? When I turn at my fastest, there's still some slight catching, but that's the thing, I'm turning at my fastest now. On the GAN 12, I never dared to turn at my fastest because it just never worked. And now the fact that there's only some slight issue at my fastest, this is actually a really good sign. Well, I'll have to do some solves on this before I know if it's fixed or not, but one thing I definitely didn't fix about it is its price. I have made a $148 cube. I've decided to give this cube a name. Now, it comes from the GAN 11 and 12, so I could name it GAN 11.5, but I think that would just make too much sense. And in line with GAN's weird naming systems, I think the name of this cube should be the GAN 11 12 M Pro maglev. Alright, I tested this cube on the main settings, but there are other things to test about it, like trying this with the leap instead of the maglev and also changing the settings. So far though, this cube is really good. It's pretty much everything I wanted out of the GAN 12's new corner-to-core magnet system. Yeah, I still have my problems with it, like slice moves are harder and the beginning of turns are harder, so if it ever came to the point where this cube was my main, I'd seriously consider making some changes, like maybe switching to the RU instead of the MU U-perms, and also figuring out what other types of algorithms and choices I would make during my solves that would suit this cube better. Something that happened to me a few times while testing is I would get a +2 because my final turn wouldn't start, and some of these just don't work sometimes because you need to push a little bit harder to start a turn. When I was doing solves for the GAN 12 review, I ran into the situation once, but I have now run into it 2 more times. But overall, because the catching problem is mostly fixed by swapping out the pieces, it just feels like I got to experience the new magnet system on its own and be able to judge that without having the catching problem in the way. And I haven't fully made up my mind on this, but I feel like this magnet alignment system could actually be really good for me. Right now, it sort of gives and takes, where sometimes I feel really confident that the cube is going to align for me, and sometimes I feel like the cube is taking control and not doing what I want it to do. So it's not perfect, there is stuff to get used to, but I feel like it could be a big advantage. I don't know what they did going from the GAN 11 to GAN 12, the pieces look so similar, but I guess whatever slight difference they made, intentional or not, actually just introduced a bigger catching problem. And now by undesigning their pieces back to the old pieces, it's actually just a better cube. That's actually so frustrating. I'm gonna try changing the magnet strength for the corner to core magnets. I'm gonna try stronger at first. I don't think this will be good, but I just want to give it a shot. What? It aligns almost everything. There's barely anywhere you can put it. Like 45 degrees, yeah, but anything just past that and it just aligns. Oh, this feels so weird. Do I never have to corner cut again? This strong magnet setting actually isn't that bad, but I doubt I could get used to this given that I already feel the magnets are a bit strong. Let's try the weakest magnet setting. What the? Oh, these are the GAN 11 pieces. You're not supposed to use this thing. Here we go. Weak settings. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know if you can tell, but the cube just got really flimsy, and I don't think I like this. I kind of felt like the middle setting was strong, but the weak setting is too weak. If I want a setting in the middle, maybe I can try the stronger magnets. So right now, I'm using the triangle magnets, but the hexagons are stronger. So maybe if I go weak setting and hexagons, then I'll actually have an in-between feel. This is actually the perfect opportunity to show you a strategy I came up with for very quickly changing the corner magnets. So you don't actually have to take the whole cube apart. You can just do one corner at a time. How it works is you can just swap out one corner magnet like this, and then put this back in, take out the next corner, and slide the edge over. Now you have the next corner after that. Put this back in, take the next corner out, and slide it over. Here's my last corner of this layer, and after you put this back in, you can just put the edge back in, solve the U-perm, and then move on to the other layer. So this is hexagons on the weak setting. What the heck? What the hexagon? This feels even looser. I thought the magnets were stronger. Maybe I should try putting it on the normal, like middle magnet strength. Okay, middle magnet strength now. That's not a good look. I don't think I like this at all. This is the GAN 12M Leap, which instead of having a maglev core, it has springs in the core. And one thing I said about it in the review is I actually like this better than the maglev, not because of the springs or the maglev specifically, but because of how it interacts with the alignment system. I feel like sometimes it just doesn't take the alignment system seriously, and that's actually kind of a good thing because the alignment system, it can be too strong on the maglev cube. But this is frosted plastic. I still want my nice shiny UV plastic, so I will be moving the pieces over and the center caps. And this new cube I'm about to make is cheaper. Yay! All right, there, it's all UV'd up. It looks like the same cube I've just been using, but there you can see this is the Leap. Okay, it's like, I don't like that, but let's just move it right there. I don't know what this magnet system is doing. I guess that's what happens when you combine cubes that aren't supposed to be combined. Yeah, the weak setting feels like it's not really doing anything, and it just feels like the GAN 11M Pro again. So there's really no difference if you put it on the weak setting. I'm gonna move it up again. Okay, now we're talking. This setting feels pretty good. I've changed back to the triangle magnets since I didn't like the hexagon magnets, and this is on the medium magnet setting. It feels like a slower and, of course, less effective magnet alignment system than when I use the maglev. And when I was using the GAN 12 pieces, I liked that the Leap version slowed it down by having springs instead of maglev. But with the better GAN 11 pieces, I feel like the cube doesn't go through stupid catching anymore, and so I'm more confident on a cube that's faster than this one that is slower. Anyway, even though this is a good cube, please only just do this if you have a GAN 11 and 12 already. Don't go out of your way to spend $140 making this cube, but I don't know, if you do, I can't stop you. Use the discount code JPerm.